Yo, what is up YouTube? In today's video, we are going to be talking about why I think Final Fantasy is beating World of Warcraft in the MMO section. And this is by no means supposed to be hate towards WoW. Like, it's just fallen off. It had the throne, and it no longer carries it. But with all that being said, let's just go ahead and get into this discussion. So the first reason why I think Final Fantasy is beating World of Warcraft is the developers / the people behind the game. The main reason I feel World of Warcraft is on the down spiral is mainly because the developers do not listen to their community. They do not listen to feedback. They're all in it for the quick cash. You can say what you will, but World of Warcraft is on the downfall because they generally just do what will make them money the fastest and easiest way possible. Their expansions, time and time again, have been just lackluster, very little to be excited about. And, I mean, there's the hype you get when they announce it, and then there's the letdown you get when you touch it. The developers of World of Warcraft just seem to put stuff out there that they think you want, but then you say no, and they just, well, too bad, not doing anything about it. Opposed to Final Fantasy, where everything that I feel is said is listened to by Yoshi P himself. Yoshi P listens to the community, regardless. They take their time. They listen to the community. They see what the community thinks and wants. Then they put it out. And even if it's not how the community wanted it, if the community speaks out against it, they will get rid of it. But that's not the only reason why World of Warcraft is failing. The company behind World of Warcraft is letting it down. Activision / Blizzard, terrible. Terrible company, have always been in it for money. They only have self-interest in themselves. Blizzard is a dog shit of a company. I do not care for Blizzard. I do not care for Activision. Call of Duty was Activision's baby. They killed it, and now look at it. It's just hacker-filled. Can I get money from little kids? And World of Warcraft is, we put this out, you're going to have to play it. Nobody beats us. And now look at them. They're losing their fan base. Their fan base is all at least trying Final Fantasy. And of course, everybody still has their hopes for it, and as they should. If that's the game they came up with, then that's fine. But I feel like nothing's going to end in that cycle of up, hype, and dead. Unless somebody just takes over World of Warcraft. I don't see Blizzard or Activision pulling it out from the dirt. Another reason would just be the community. Final Fantasy's community, to me, seems a lot more natured and just well taken care of. The developers take care of the community, so the community takes care of its own. WoW, it feels like WoW gets upset at their big streamers. Because if their big streamers have a hand in something, and then it turns out that that's not what they wanted, then they go against the big streamers. Like Asvin said on his stream today. The WoW community expects so much from him because he has feedback that Blizzard will listen to a degree. But when he's on Final Fantasy, he doesn't have to deal with that because they're just accepting him. Like, we don't expect anything from him or Asmongold. We just want them to enjoy the game. But when they play WoW, it's, we expect all this from you, and if we do not get it, we don't like you. Or other things. Like, I mean, there's probably some things that I don't know, and I'd be willing to bet there's 100% things I don't know that Asmongold hear from the community, or get from Blizzard, or get from Activision, that nobody will ever fully know, because they're not going to sit there and slander the game they've played for years. They're just going to say, okay, it's a different time for me. I'm now going to try this because I've burnt out on this. I don't think them two characters or two people are going to just shit on the game they played for years and built their name off of. But to me, the community in WoW is a little bit more toxic and aggressive than in Final Fantasy. Now, I've only dabbled in WoW for maybe a couple of months, and then I shut it down. And my main reason for not liking WoW is, one, the graphics, the gameplay, and just like the overall just like nature of the game. I didn't care for it. The reason I play Final Fantasy is story. The fact I've loved Final Fantasy since I was a kid. It's all on my arm. And just the community. I really love the community. The fact I get to log in every day to my free company and they say, good morning, good night, hi, how you doing? All that type of stuff is like wholesome. It is appreciated. Another thing I think WoW is really just lacking is just like class optimization and balance. WoW is a little bit, or it's more heavier in PvP than Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy's PvP is kind of just tucked away and hidden. You can play it. It's not meant to be up there. But mainly the story is the focus. And just the rotation of Savage content and all that. But to me, the balance in Final Fantasy is so good that when you compare it to World of Warcraft, it almost looks like there's a set way to build your character in World of Warcraft and set gear and all that. And in Final Fantasy, you can optimize every job to be able to play all content. And you could probably do the same in World of Warcraft. That's not to say it's not possible. But there's definitely a gold standard to how everything's done. The balance in these games are different. I stand by everything in Final Fantasy. I don't think I could in World of Warcraft. I do think there's a certain way to play that game. And I feel like the balance is not 100% equal across the board. Not to say one job's significantly better than the other, but there is a difference. As opposed to Final Fantasy, it is mainly all just your skill. Skill and gear. That's all it is. So, what I would say about these two games is, in just general, is World of Warcraft is struggling mainly because the community behind it and the developers. And I blame the community being the way it is because the developers. The developers are not giving them what they want, so now they're angry. Opposed to Final Fantasy, who listens to the community, so the toxicity is at a different level. And I get well, Final Fantasy's for weebs and World of Warcraft isn't. It's for the true MMO players and all that. No, that's stupid. World of Warcraft is failing to meet its mark because it's developers. So the main point of this video is just to tell you that this is why Final Fantasy is winning, and this is what World of Warcraft really needs to do. Because World of Warcraft could become its old self if it takes one, new developers on, I think. I think some people that actually care about the game and aren't in it for the money and actually care for the community would definitely change the game for the better. Now, I'm not saying just go and get rid of everybody that works on it, because obviously if you do that, the game's not going to be what it was. But it definitely needs somebody to take charge and actually care for it. And Final Fantasy is honestly at the perfect spot right now with everybody turning against it. But with all that being said, we're going to go ahead and just recap everything I've said. The main reasons I think World of Warcraft is failing are 1, developers, 2, the balance, 3, the community, and them are like 3 big things you really can't mess up on. Like, you've got to have good developers. You've got to have a good balance. And you've got to have a good community. without them three things, where's the game supposed to go? But with all that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Peace, have a good day, and see you in the next one. Bye-bye! Thank you for watching. Hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to leave a like and a comment down below. I thank you again for watching.